Hey everyone, I'm back today to share 2 new kits that I've received from VIP Cross Stitch with you today. So thank you so much VIP Cross Stitch for working with me again. I absolutely love going on your site, especially when I can't sleep at night. Let's just say that I maybe shouldn't be window shopping when I'm tired and possibly not in my best state of mind. But anyways, let's get started. If you guys haven't been to the VIP Cross Stitch site, let me show you really quick. They have a new arrival section, they have different counts for cross stitches, and they also have a classifications section for whichever type of style you want, as well as crafts like phone cases and Christmas stockings, and you can even get something customized. If you haven't joined yet, I suggest signing up because you can get points for purchases you make and you can use them to redeem coupon codes. So this first kit is one that I have been wanting for quite some time, but I have been on the fence about buying. And the only reason I've been on the fence about buying the spring kit is because I have the needle minder. But I just kind of keep it together because there are stands holding up a second tier to my desk that are made of metal, and this just kind of sits under there on one of those legs and keeps my needles right where I can reach them. So, as you saw, it's these cute little bears walking past these fields of flowers with a nice little river running next to it. Look at that tiny little frog. He is just the cutest guy just watching them on their walk. I think the bear in the yellow raincoat sees him too. So if you aren't familiar with spring, these QR codes on their packages don't really lead anywhere. It's more of kind of like a community site. If anything, it's not in English and you cannot purchase kits from them. So just wanted to point that out now. Another thing you should know about spring kits is that they are always 11 count. So as you can see, spring kits come in these lovely little snap pouches, which I absolutely adore. It makes them hold more value or seem more valuable to me. Alright, so this is the front page, and right away it opens up into a booklet, so you can really see the printed pattern. Hold on a minute, since this is separate, let's look at this first. You can see this is instructions for the pre-printed fabric, and they just kind of go into the details in case you are new to cross-stitching or new to stamped cross-stitching, and it just kind of gives you the rundown of what you're supposed to do with these kits. So I love that their patterns are in booklets, but I do wish they sort of had that gray crossover section to help you transfer from page to page, because I struggle a lot with that. And are these the only 2 pages? Oh no, okay, it just opens like an accordion. Yeah, okay, so you can see this is page 1, this is page 2, page 3 and 6 are these little strips here, and they do give you the layout here of what the pages are, so you can see why they're tiny little strips. It's just because there was not enough room on the other 2 pages. So I'm seeing a maximum of 71 colors in this kit. It looks like there are 70 in full stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in back stitch, and 1 mixed stitch. So that's a decent amount of colors, which is not something you'd really expect because it looks like there's just a fair amount of greens, pinks, purples, and blues in here. But that's just going to make for a better image because of all of those colors. So the paper pattern is very easy to read, but I don't think we should judge how good a printed or stamped kit is based on how the paper pattern came out, because the reason we bought it is because it was stamped. So Spring does individually wrap their canvases from everything else. Just move these out the way. And oh, I'm throwing stuff on the floor. So before I forget, this kit is 60 by 75 centimeters. Which way is this going? This way? So this is a massive kit. I mean, not the biggest Spring kit I own at this point if you've seen one of my previous videos, but Spring does have fairly large kits, but I do believe most 11 counts are larger kits. So right here we can see that it's 217 stitches wide by 271 stitches high. And there's your Spring logo. So I gotta move some stuff out my way to get her up here. Just gonna push her up for you. And here's the main part of the image. So I'm gonna stop here. You can very clearly make out everything. It looks like a lot of small color blocking. Let me look down here. Yeah, nothing at all really looks like confetti to me, because there's definitely stitches right next to every other stitch, or at least in a jumpable length where you could kind of get it done. That way you don't have to keep breaking your thread, which really does make it easier, especially if you're a beginner or just somebody that absolutely hates to keep cutting threads and then rejoining them. And it just also saves you floss depending on how big the jump is. So hopefully you're seeing this, and all of this printing is very clean. I absolutely love it. None of the symbols really look like something that would get confusing to me, and it looks like they do put the numbers in the middle of the bigger color blockings to help you kind of see what they look like together. Let me fold this up really quick so I can get the side closer to you. So the print on the legend is easy to read. Fighting this canvas trying to fold it away, it doesn't want to be folded. So you can see it runs all along the side here, and I think these are just a few more of the full stitches, just kind of carrying on from the side, and then your one mixed stitch you have. Yeah, because as I pointed out on my last Spring kit, they don't put the colors of the back stitching on there for you, and they also do not put the back stitching on the canvas, or at least I'm not seeing that here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any back stitching on this canvas, which is good, because then there's nothing getting in the way of you reading all of your symbols, which is what you want when you have a stamped kit. Put it that way so it stays flat. Let's bring the picture back in. So these just look like some of the blues, greens, and gray, obviously. It looks like they might not have fit onto the card they give you. And I did not mention this in my last video about Spring. I don't see a DMC code on any of these, and I didn't when I was looking at it. They just kind of give you the number that it is on the canvas. So this one came with 3 cards of colors. You have your 2 needles here. That is all Spring gives you. Let's start with card 1. So nice purples, beautiful blues, greens and yellows for the shrubbery and the greenery of the flowers. And then here we have some of the colors of the flowers. Lots more green here. Here's the second card, a bunch more greens. So I guess that's where most of our colors are coming from, is different shades of greens to add depth into the image and kind of separate the grass from the trees and the grass from the stems of the flowers. And then probably some of the reflection here in the pond. And then we have some blues for the sky and water. This looks like a very intensely dark green. And then tons more shades of greens. And the last card is just a few. And there's some cute little pinks and a few more blues in here. So that is the spring kit. Absolutely love this. Thank you, VIP. And the edge of the canvas is serged. I forgot to mention that to you. Let me show you real quick. Serged, see? That way it doesn't fray on you, or you don't have to add any tape or any type of glue. So this next kit is DIY. It is not labeled as DIY on the website, but I honestly don't mind, because if you are seasoned at buying these kits, there's certain images where you can just sort of tell what company it belongs to or what brand it is. But I couldn't say no to this. Look how beautiful she is. Look at that cat. Here, I'll take it out. Alright, so here's the image. And it does already come looking pixelated, which is part of why I bought this. This paper is very thin. It did get a bit crumpled. I don't know if that was me when I opened the kit first to make sure I got everything that's supposed to come in this or not, but she's just super cute, and cats are a big part of everyone's lives around me, so I figured the more cat kits I have, the more people I have to give away completions to. So when I first opened this, I wasn't actually sure if it even came with a paper pattern until I moved all the floss out the way. And this is all I get for this big canvas. A home printer could easily scan this and enlarge this, and then you could print it or divide it into pages for yourself and print it out. So you could definitely enlarge this one at home, because again, your scanner could scan this whole thing in one go, so it would be an easy enlargement for home. You can see there is a lot of one color, quite a bit of color blocking just for the cat. A tiny bit of confetti for the girl, and then still just tons of color blocking. So not only is this one super cute, but it's going to be super easy to get done. It looks like there are 25 colors. And you do got to give it to them. This paper pattern is not smudged at all. I can see everything clearly. I probably would see better with reading glasses, but that's my own fault. Though I do wish these came bigger. But again, the size, at least in this case, is not affecting the quality. And it does come on that shiny paper. Sometimes this is sticker paper, and other times it's thinner, which means that there's this type of waterproof, tear-proof paper you can get. I bought some from Walmart once, and let me tell you, even though it has that shiny side, it's not technically waterproof, but it's still marketed as such. But it is definitely tear-proof. Alright, well, I can't get it off, but it is different from the other kits where you get it. So this one might actually just be a different brand of the tear-proof paper. I do have some kits where they were stickers and I have accidentally peeled it or my son has peeled it. But I think I only ever got 2 that were genuinely sticker paper. The rest are 100% just tear-proof. So they just shove the needles in the canvas. Even well-loved kits have that done with them. I don't like it, but I am also notorious for stabbing myself with needles. There is no toolkit. I believe I have this upside down. And this is an 11 count. I'm not sure if DIY goes into smaller counts than 11. But let me know if they do in the comments, but I'm not sure. So this is not serged. And I think this is called an edge saver. I'm not really sure. I'm tending to notice that there's like a limit to how big their kits can be in any direction before you kind of hit the size limit of the rolls of fabric they print on. Let me see if I can fold this again so I can put this up. So you can very clearly see everything. This is a nice large print for canvases. For symbols being confusing, the only ones that I could really see myself getting messed up with, and it would be like I was really not paying attention, would be the red dashes with those red arrows, but now that I'm focusing my camera more, I can see those red arrows are on yellow squares. So I don't think I would have a problem with any of the symbols they've chosen. And it is well printed, so I can see everything very clearly. So just super cute picture of a girl and her kitty. So here are the flosses. It looks like there is some greens and blues down here, some shades of a beige or tan color, and just kind of more beiges and tans. I'm assuming these are skin tones, highlights, lowlights in her face. This looks like it might be part of a background color. This looks like it could be part of her hair. And this looks like her face tone. And then the one thing I absolutely can't stand about DIY is this. Like, I don't mind their kits. The only thing I do mind is this unlabeled blob. I'll figure out. It's gonna be something in the cat, that's for sure. It does look more blue than black, so I'm not really sure what's up with that, because that cat is definitely black and not a blue black. He's black. He's a beautiful black boy with gorgeous green eyes, just like her. Oh, I just also noticed they both have hearts. Matching eyes, matching hearts. So cute. But there's a ton of this, so hopefully these don't get messed up, because if you can't get your finger in that loop, it's going to be 10 times worse getting this undone and then having to untangle it. So those are the 2 kits that I have got for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I had to share with you. Thank you again, VIP Cross Stitch. I love these kits, and this one is going to be way easier than I expected. I would probably start this one sooner than this one, especially since I just kind of love that. I don't know, just the aesthetic of that picture is so pleasing to look at. But thank you so much for looking at my video today, you guys. I hope you guys have a great evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.